Many of you have seen the series, the clip that I played. It's called Knight Rider. Can I see some hands, please? So this series came in 1985, and then they all said, this is somebody's vivid imagination, it's a fiction, it will never be true. 3 months ago, the Tesla sales manager in Boston came to my house. I'm a customer of his for his solar, and he said, Tony, I want to show you this vehicle. So he said, can I go to your garage? I said, sure. Is your garage automatic? I said, yes. So he put his garage, he took something, he did something, then he brought his iPad, came up to the house, and he was trying to convince me that I should buy this vehicle. So the garage was closed, the Tesla is in the garage, and 5 minutes, you know, the Tesla you can't hear. It is very powerful, it is faster than a Ferrari, but no noise. It's an electric car. It comes to my porch and toots the horn. And I thought, okay, did he bring another Tesla? No, this Tesla was linked with his calendar, and he put saying, you need to have a meeting in downtown. So he looked, went to the GPS, checked the traffic, and he came at home and said, you need to leave now if you have to get to the meeting in time. This is reality. It happens today. I want you to look at this next clip.
Just relax. We'll begin in a few seconds.
Begin what?
Having sex, of course.
If this becomes a reality, I will be hyperleaping to another planet. Hyperleap, ladies and gentlemen, I go on, Vanakkam, good evening. I'm happy to be here to share with you an interesting time in the world. Some of you will think this will never happen. Some of you will think what's going to happen to us. I want to share with you how you can change your life for yourself, for your organization, and for your country. So let me start by having this quote. The world is changing so fast that the future goes fast as the present. The next one, your CEO spoke, but this is what Rupert Murdoch said. The world is changing, big will not beat small anymore. It will be the fast beating the slow. And Arnold said, the only thing constant is change. If you don't change, you will hyperleap to that side. So I want to touch a bit about my company, Ustocktrade. It's about a year in live business. It trades over 2 billion turnover. It is regulated by the world's most strictest regulators, the SEC and FINRA. It has connections to all the major banks with a payment gateway. It has a trading system, a clearing system, a settlement system, a depository, a portfolio management system, accounting system, payroll, and I just want to share with you something that will surprise you. And I still don't have a full-time accountant. This is a company that has to give the regulators audited reports every month. I cannot change once I give the regulator saying this is what I do. So technology, of course, I must say you have to design it properly. When I speak to my fellow CFOs and all, they said, no, it's impossible. But this is reality. I have a part-time accountant coming every month for 4 hours, checking the books, which is automated and coming, and he says everything is fine. I have a FinOp, that's like a CFO or a finance director, who comes once a day a month, looks at it because he has to sign off before it goes to the regulator. This is reality. This will frighten you even more. Thomas Frey, the futuristic speaker, said that by 2013, 2 billion jobs will disappear. And according to him, that's 50% of all jobs. I like to rephrase it. I don't like to do fake news as the media saying all of you are gone, 50% of you. 50% of the jobs is the title that we have, not the people. And according to McKinsey, you sometimes think what you can't automate, you're sure of your job. But according to McKinsey, what you can't automate, you won't have a job. If you're managing people, only 9% of you, according to McKinsey, is having jobs. Nobody wants babysitters anymore. If you are planning and a process guy, 80% of you will have the jobs, 82% will not have the jobs. If your interaction is with the stakeholder, only 20% will be there. The unpredictable work that you do, I call it, related to Sri Lanka, our T-man, the electrician, all that. You're okay, 25% with 75% people. So what is it that is changing this world so fast? By 2020, it's 2 more years, or 1.5 years, no, 3 months. There is going to be 20 billion Internet of Things connected into this hyperconnectivity. That's 3 times more than human beings. So it's going to change everything you've already seen. You can on your lights for wherever you go. You can answer the phone, even your house phone, wherever you are. You can get your coffee percolator to make coffee while you're driving, so when you get home, the coffee will be ready. Fridges, music, everything is connected. And that is what's changing all of us. And we think this is something new. Speak to your little son if you have one. For them, this is normal. I like to tell a little joke. A grandfather taking his little son, he said, son, for $2, I could buy bread, I could buy ice cream, I could do all this. And the little guy said, Grandpa, you can't do it in the States because there are CCTV cameras. So, I want to talk to you about these companies. You would have heard about this, so I'm not going to talk. Uber doesn't have a taxi. Airbnb doesn't have a hotel. Facebook doesn't build content. But what I'm trying to tell you is the platform. It's the sharing economy. So an elderly gentleman asked me saying, son, tell me what these companies own. And I told them, they own nothing, but they own From the producer to the client, the interface. They control the client. If I take one company, I don't want to take much time, just to take one company, let's take Uber. Everyone will say, oh, they replaced the taxi companies, are in trouble. How about transportation? Trucks. The money that you spend and build your trucks and transport and hold that asset will change. But that's in transportation. Everyone says that's in transportation. I think this is my view. No one has said this before, but I'm telling you, there's much more disruption. Take for me, for example, we in the USA, every US family generally have 2 cars, because public transportation is not that good unless you're in the city. So one is for the wife to drive the kids and all, and one is in case of emergency or for me to go for meetings down. So I go for meetings downtown about 40 times a year. I pay $2,000 on my insurance. I pay $2,000 on tax for my vehicle. And I just did a count, I spent about $10,000 a year just making and paying, especially mostly parking in the city of Boston. And I told my wife, how about me taking an Uber and get rid of this car? Because for 4 years, I've done only 10,000 kilometers. I said, what's the use of it? We hardly use it. I said, like crazy. I said, no. I one day called an Uber, the Uber Black. I want to go in comfort. Not like a taxi or waiting for hours. 3 minutes it was there. Chauffeur driven. I got in. And he's driving me. I'm at the back seat. Traffic now. Generally, if you're driving, road rage for you, and then you come with language that you never want to say with the drivers crossing here and there in Sri Lanka especially. And suddenly he said, so shall I put the shutters up so you are not disturbed by what's going outside? That means the black shirt. I said, sure. Do you want to do some work? I said, sure. Like the airplane, there's thing, put it down, put your computer, the plug point is at the bottom, the internet is there. You carry on with your work, I'll take you time to work. Now, I'm not worried, I'm working, it drops me at the point, I don't have to find parking, I go, it costs me only $50. 40 trips, $2,000, I say $8,000. Now what does that do? If you look at it, that means the insurance company, if everyone starts doing this, no cars to insure. Because there's only a few. The roads will be better because there's no everyone trying to drive because you're driven. Now, Uber has started saying, oh, if you want eats, I'll deliver the food for you. Just before I came, in the US, there is this flu shot that you take when it comes close to autumn and winter. And now they're saying we'll bring the nurse to your place to get your flu shot. So what enables them to do this? Yeah. I just want you to tell. This is the statistics. 3,000 firms are going to come. Ustocktrade is one. We have built a platform, not doing anything, putting the buyer and the seller together to trade. There will be many more companies coming. So what has allowed us to do this is these cloud providers. I can connect anywhere. And I have heard many of some of the Sri Lankans telling me, no, I don't want to put in a cloud. The security, I don't trust. And I said, are you kidding me? Amazon's budget for R&D is $1 billion. And 20% is on security. That's $200 million. You don't even make, and you're saying you think you're not secure? So I am telling all companies will get into this. And I'll give you an example of Ustocktrade. Now I don't know when the market moves that everyone comes and trades. Now if you look at the Colombo Stock Exchange, which I automated some years ago, I asked them what's the volume. They said the volume is this. And I said, what is the maximum? They said, and I gave them some huge servers saying, you need this to do this. And if I go now, I'm sure they're going to say, this is a white elephant. No one's trading. From 6,500, 6.5 lakhs investors when I started, and this was during the war, I was told that only 6,000 trade today. And the volumes have dropped drastically. Now in my case, if I see the volumes going up, and we are told by the computer saying capacity is going up, it takes me only just 3 minutes to warn some Amazon servers and say, take it. And then we trade. And tomorrow when the volume drops, I say I give back the service. So I only pay for 1 day, I don't carry it and go. What are the other things that's going to disrupt you working? I heard some of them thinking. Some is the robots. This is the numbers that they say, drones, robots. And there was a nice ad, actually coming to the airport, I saw it, said, how funny. It said, if you're retired, a robot cannot take your job. Of course, it's an insurance company advertising the investment. But here, I wanted to think about this. You and I am responsible for this. You take the construction industry, you take a mason boss, you take a carpenter. We are telling them you need to educate their child. They do a hard work is to educate their child. Send them to university. And when they come out of university, you think they want to be a mason boss. You think they want to be a carpenter. So we are losing these people. And I was told in Japan, you cannot find people to build because they don't want to do that. You could hear, and we are trying to stop saying no treasure drivers. They don't want, they like to do a treasure driver job than do any of this hard labor. So we are responsible. And that has made companies to come to do this, and that they don't have people to do it. And now in Africa they are saying the road infrastructure is there, but a drone can drop the food. You don't need roads now. They can leap from it. The next one, there is touched artificial intelligence. Many things that we couldn't do, the computer does. They're called machine language. That means the machine will sit and learn what you're doing. And then it will start telling you how to do things. I told this in the Human Resource Summit. I said, we are now teaching our children, not only we are going to be poor, but they are going to be poor in knowledge. And somebody asked me, why do you say that? I said, we try to be nationalistic and try to teach Sinhalese and Tamil. So if you ask any of your 8 or 10-year-old children saying, what's IoT? They will shake their head. But if you ask an 8-year or 10-year-old youngster, what's IoT? They will tell you. How? They will say, Siri, what is IoT? And say, you will give it. Now we teach these guys in our own language. How are they going to ask Siri? If you say, did you speak to Siri? They say, I'm not a Siri. So this is the problem that we have, and artificial intelligence will take over most of it, and it can predict. This is my favorite problem, cryptocurrency and blockchain. Everyone tells me, haha, Tony, what happened to cryptocurrency when it crashed? And I'm telling you, think about the dot-com boom. Think about the dot-com when when I also started Millennium, and then the dot-com boom crashed. But look at the 5 Fortune 100 companies today, they're all dot-com. This is going to change everything. And it's not going to take that long. In the next 3 years, believe me, we are going to have virtual currencies in our area. At least 3. Then you look at the next generation. The generations, baby boomers, maturists, the millennials, Y and Z. The millennials, if you ask them for their account number, they say we don't know. But if you say, can you put your password and user ID and password? Yeah. So at Ustocktrade, a millennium registers in just 5 minutes. A traditional guy takes 3 days because he doesn't want to give it. So millennials don't know. So I have to build a system. I say, you put your user and password. And then when we get older, the next generation won't want to do business if they are not connected. The generation Z only understands mobile and wearables. They will not want to come to brick and mortar to do business. This is the question that you need to answer. Are you redundant there? According to me, no. You are more important than ever. You'll ask me how. I'm doing an accountant. Accountant is going to stay, accountant is going to be there, but you might not work for a single organization. You might have an accountant that does many organizations. But why am I telling you are important? You are the number crunching people. You understand numbers better. So here's a new job. I like to put the word chief, so it looks good. Chief data scientist. So then you say, well, shouldn't I be a computer programmer to be a chief data scientist? And I said, you're an accountant, you use computers. You take all the numbers from the computers and you crunch to make your profit and loss and your balance sheet. This is very simple. You need to understand the business. And you are best suited to understand the business. So you're going to take numbers now and do predictability because it's global, it's no more local. And you can change your job a little bit by getting to these tools like you'll see yourself using these tools of AI to be something different, more important to the organization. If you look at salaries wise, probably these guys paid twice what we get paid today. And you can be this. Chief Compliance Officer. Now when you go to all these countries, every country the laws are different. The data protection acts are different. As you can see, Europe put a data protection act a few months ago. You need to make sure that your company is compliant to sell to those countries. Who best to do it? Because you need to do the numbers. This is another one. Chief Digital Risk Officer. Everyone says, oh, this is what we call the word that we use for this. It's not the computer system. It is not the security that you want internet. You got to analyze the risk of the company. Now that you're connecting all these things. So if you look at and see this, your job changes. The last one is my best one, which I want to say, which I think suits your post very well. It's in your turf. Can anyone tell me if the chairman or the CEO of your company has ever come and tapped you on the back and said, good job for keeping my books right? If anyone ever did that, can you raise my hand? Because I'd like to make us see. That's right. All the hard work you do, you're not recognized. But here's something that you're going to be recognized. Before I tell you that, if you're the great sales guy, and you bring all the numbers, when you walk in the door, the CEO says, hey, good job, guy, how do you do? And what more, he gets a sales commission, he probably comes in a Porsche, crosses his key. And then you're saying, I'm keeping the numbers, man, what do I get? Here's where you will be very important to your company. Chief Cash Investment Officer. This is not the traditional way. This is not what I'm talking about. This is another subject I don't have time to tell you. That if you have a cash, or we say $1 million, and you know in 3 to 6 months you need $2 million to pay for the suppliers, get this. If you take this $1 million and make it $3 million without doing any sales, you will be there. What more? They will give you a percentage of that too. And you will now be the hero of the company because you know the numbers, you know how to do that. People will say, hey, is it a risk? If you don't take risk, there is no reward. Everything is risk. But if a 18-year-old schoolboy from Missouri who has never traded before comes to a platform with $500 and today is 1.2 million in 1 year. A 75-year-old Uber driver comes with 5,000, now is $125,000. So these are not even accountants. These are people who didn't even know and never traded before. Because now it can be done. But this is my favorite thing. Good business is about making a difference. When I left the London Stock Exchange Group, my job was not to do Ustocktrade. My wife and I believe the only way social transformation can happen is if we give these people the same thing that we have. So the Cainan Foundation, we decided to do is, let's build international boarding schools and give them the same education that we would give our children. Now, I don't have that much money to give them in schools, so I said, I don't want to go with a begging bowl, so it's the other way around. So sustain that. I said, let's build a commercial operation that will sustain these schools. So Ustocktrade doesn't have any investors, because when investors want to give money, they say, I'm happy to take it, but I'm not doing it. It is also proven that companies that have values and purpose outwits the market by 15 to 1. So with this, I want to touch a little more of the country. I know it's not a subject to be brought here, but I feel that you can help the country as well. Now today, if you ask Sri Lanka, the first thing I heard was my about the dollar is 170, it will be $200 by NBC. And we all know the story. So we are very good of being a problem to the problem. And then you don't need a rocket science when these politicians come and talk. If you import more than you export, yes, there are going to be a deficit. Everyone knows that. But give us a solution. Give us a solution. What is the solution? Tax the companies who are doing well, get money from all these World Bank, get into this jet trap. Now what does it happen? The company that was thinking of investing also can't invest because their money is now taken. And not only that, when the tax rate is high, the foreign companies who are thinking of coming to the country also won't come because there is a high rate tax. So it's a double-edged sword. So how can you help the country? If we get, right, before I say this, I want to show you a quote so that former President of the United States. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for the country. So I'm putting it to you. If 100,000 Sri Lankans can make $10,000 a year extra, do the math. That's $1 billion. If they make 50,000, that's a 5 billion. We have 3 are deficit. If 5,000 companies do 10 million, if you help them to do 10 million, that's 5 million. We don't have to sell pieces of our country. We don't have to go every war. And this is the story one of the greatest investors had to say. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you are asleep, you will work until you die, and I'm adding, you will also not have money. If it works for the 1% of the world that owns 50% of the wealth, why doesn't it work for the 99%? It is because we have not given them the opportunity. I say Sri Lankans are ready, and I proved that. When I built Millennium, I said we are going to be best in the world. And for 3 years, all the international brokers voted MillenniumIT's trading platform is the best trading platform in the world. They were all Sri Lankans. And I'm saying, if you give them the opportunity, we will turn this country around. I have a little bit of story that I want to share in my presentation. When I was a young guy, I was a programmer. But I have this habit when someone says, here's the spec, write the code. I said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to understand the business so that I can make a change into that company. So I was building the tea exporters information, so that's for tea exporters. So I said, I like to go to the auction and understand how it happens. So I sat in this auction, and what I saw as a young guy surprised me. There was a huge, heated debate for tea. Bidding, one guy's bidding, the other guy overbidding, the other guy overbidding. Just the same 2 guys, going on, and finally, one guy won. The guy who won was fuming. I could see that he's not happy, but he got the tea. The guy who lost was very happy. And I couldn't understand this. At that time, there were no high-fives. I'm sure you had a high-five as well, the next guy. So when there was a break, I went up to him and said, sir, you were bidding for this team, but you didn't win, and I see you smiling. He said, son, I knew that guy had a buyer, and I want to make sure that he doesn't make a profit. That is the status of a country. It tells everything. And we need to change that. If you don't need it, it's okay someone making it. Don't kill it. So, this is my hashtag. I stand with you. I just want you to turn to the guys right and left, shake their hands and say, I stand with you. And now let's make it interesting. Let's make it language independent. I'll put this in my pocket. So, I is 1 clap. Join me. Stand is 2 claps. With is 3 claps. And the sign give. Now let's do it. Come on, child, the curtains, let's bring the house down. Ladies and gentlemen, hyperlink yourself, your company, and your country. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful conference.